around, what you see are handmade furniture made from cane wood. Usually, this cane wood are delivered from Delta states, Port Harcourt, and sometimes Edo State, and they are distributed amongst the craftsmen here. Welcome to Community Report on Channels Television. I'm yours truly, Victoria Ido. On this episode of the show, like you have seen, we will be focusing on the cane village in Mende. Now, this is located under the Ojota Link Bridge in Maryland, Lagos State. Now, this area over the years has been known for a place whereby you find handmade furniture and household items like chairs, tables, baskets, flower vases, and lots more. And that's our focus on this week's episode of the show. Stay with me. Maryland in Lagos, Nigeria is known to be one of the central points that share boundary with Ikeja, the state capital, with good access roads to the Third Mainland Bridge, Ikorodu Road, Lagos Island, and Ikeja itself. Maryland is home to Ikeja Cantonment with a few sub-estates located within the axis. Also located in Maryland, Mende, under the Ojota Link Bridge, is the popular cane village. Here, a variety of handcrafted chairs, tables, baskets, flower vases, hampers, mats are made. The history of the cane village dates back to 1946.
This business has been existing, let's say, about 40-something years now. That was started 1946. That's where this business started. And the man that started this work, the name of that man was Mr. Otomi, Green Otomi. So who fought the Third War before. So after the war, he now came back to Nigeria at Ghana. That's where I learned this work from. So he now settled here in Maryland under Akerele family at Onigbobo. That's where he do this work. So he learned this work from Ghana. From then through there, our daddy, our father, now they under this man by doing this work. Then people like us now, though the man is from Delta State, was Delta State. So all of us, I can say 70% here, we are from Delta. Though other tribes, there's other tribes that we do learn the work too, because there are some people that they don't have job to do. So we better teach them how to do this work. So many of us all here, you see the Hausas, the Igbos, the Yorubas, and the Calabas, so all of them united together.
These cane woods here are products of wood processed from timber trees. The cane available are actually an organic, unmedicated materials. It is the outer part of the rattan tree which grows like a vine in thick, windy strands, which can be found in areas along the coastlines and riverine areas.
The processing, we have to get this material, though this raw material, which is the cane, we don't get cane here. We only get the cane from the riverine area. Places like Port Harcourt, Bayelsa, then Edo State, then Delta State. Though there are some places in Lagos State here which you can get the material to, like places like Ekpe, but the one at Ekpe is not as good as the one at Delta State and Edo State. So these are the areas we get our raw materials. If you go around now, you will see. If you go down there now, you will see some raw material there. We are just brought now that we share it by ourselves. They will use it to work.
Nigeria, blessed with a lot of creatives and talented people, they get this woods from these areas and turn it into perfectly crafted furnitures.
Actually, what we do here, we do a handwork here. Handwork of doing a basket, cane chair, and other designs that we call the rattan designs of chairs and other baskets of hampers. That's what we do here under the bridge here.
These are some of the creatives that work in this space. Every morning, they arrive in the wee hours of the day to put their hands to work. First, they say a prayer.
put all the market in a place so that when customer come.
Edward Akwofure is the president of the Cane Weavers Association. He's been in this line of business since the 70s.
When I was in primary school, I just come holiday, do the business with our forefather who normally do this business, learn from them. So after I finished secondary school, there's no job to do. So I have to apply to the business, and I knew that when I entered the business, I look at it as a very good business.
And as the new president of the association, he facilitates the arrival of the cane wood from Delta State.
Before we get this material, from Warri, we get this business from Warri and Bini. You see, before this business was a corner-wide business with no even established. But by the 1975, this business was registered under the National Cane Weavers Association and the Federal UAC. Then from there we register it and Lagos State Cane Weavers Association. So we have people who register themselves as a cane dealer, which bring this material to us from Warri and from Port Harcourt and from Benin. That's where we can get our material.
As an individual doing this line of work, planning is very important.
Everything depends on plan, arrangements. So at least when you plan it well, you make it, you work well too. In the morning, I do my morning devotion. Before I do my morning devotion, then my children are ready for school. So before 7:30, they have already left for school. Before 9 o'clock, I'm being enjoyed. And before 7 o'clock in the evening, I close and I go home. It's not stressful like that because a walk we walk. You must add more stress to it to make it work. But by then, every other thing that you need to take to make the body to work well, you do it.
When the cane arrives here, they are first distributed amongst members. And you see the members standing patiently, waiting for their share. Then each one takes their assigned share to their stall to start work. Before the canes arrived, they are cut in pre-required size, then heated up using kerosene lamps and then bent according to the desired shape with the help of a shaping tool. On their arrival at the shops, they cut the cane into halves and then scaled the hard skin. And gradually they scrape. Emmanuel Odeni has been in this cane business for 10 years now.
When you buy material, you will just look, okay, this material we use for so thin, or this one I will use for so thin. After you decide, then you start work. You must decide before you start work. You can't just start to work like that.
Splitting, he says, is where the work really begins. But before he arrives at that point, he has to scrape.
After I scrape this edge, because this first place I'm scraping, when I will sit down, this is the first place I will hold, which I will be scraping it, so I will not be turning again. That is why you can see the way I'm arranging all of them. So when I want to start now, I will just pull all of them to that place. So I will just be picking anyone. After I finish one, pick another one. After I finish one, pick another one. After I'm done with that one, then I will start the splitting. I will tear it. I will start carving.
10 years in the business, one problem that keeps reoccurring is raising capital.
Number one thing, there is no enough capital to produce, because this business move like some people do call it a seasonal business because of this Christmas, hamper, all those things. So at least when you have enough money to produce, when the time for sales will come, you will make sales. Not everybody do produce large.
His challenges also stem from the supply of materials and sales.
A lot of challenge. At times, for the suppliers to give us material, at times they do delay us. When you produce anything on the market now, to buyers, the buyer doesn't come in time. So you will see some chairs now in this place now. They have been in that place maybe 2-3 years. At times, we do other small things. All these people that used to buy often, just to keep life going. So if you just depend on only these chairs, you cannot make it here. So other small work, like all this tray, all this one that they are moving because of all this party, something, all that small things, just to keep life going. So that is how it is here.
And he moves on with the scraping of the cane. This process can take a while because the cane has to be properly scraped to give the fine surface. And just before the work continues, he cooks a meal for some strength. And back to scraping the whole cane again. It's now time to split the cane into 4 halves, and that's where the work really is. The fear of bogs can be a discouraging factor for some, but that problem has a solution.
Cane doesn't produce bed bugs. Somebody will carry it, but he has somewhere to hide. I agree that one, but cane doesn't produce bed bugs. But any case like that, we will buy chemical. We have Soligum, we have DD Force, we have Sniper. Once you, like Sniper now, if you mix Sniper and water, you use it, carry brush, that petty brush, you also apply it, everything will die. And Soligum also, the same thing. Like at times, before we finish any shear, first of all, use chemical to rub the wood because of insect. Just like that's how we do it here. Some do last for 10 to 15 years.
This is what becomes of the cane after it's been split. Now the second phase starts. Depending on what is being made, a further split can be done. The cane, which is split into 4 parts, one of which is the back cane, and that is used to make the chair.
We use our cane. We scrape the cane into white color. So when we scrape it, we now tear it into 4 parts. The 4 parts, we remove the one, we call the one inner cane, which is the waste product. Then the back cane, we use the back cane to weave chair, any kind of chair. We also use it for baby carrier, for baby cots. So this one as it is now, when you remove the inner cane out of it, you will separate the inner cane with the back cane. As you can see, this is the inner one. It's not useful. Then we use the back cane because it's more useful than other cane.
Ufoma here has been in this business for over 15 years. He says he learned the craft as a child growing up with his dad. He says he has achieved a lot with this business, married with kids. He says specialization will help you, but flowing with the season is important.
Really, what I do most, I do chair. And season period, we have what we call ampas baskets. We use it for a gift so that they will put goods inside and deliver it for someone as a Christmas gift. That is why we now call it ampas basket. When it gets to September to November, that is the time we actually we produce a lot of baskets, different kinds.
Sweating profusely, he shows us how he turns the cane wood into chairs. I try to learn a thing or two about cane weaving. And when it's done, this is what it actually looks like. I try to test the chairs and see for sure how strong they are. Ufoma says the government needs to come in and help develop the area while providing materials when they are scarce.
What we are facing most is the material, because at times the material scarce if it is rainy season, understand, because to go inside the forest is more difficult for them because everywhere will be flood, you understand? So from there, before they will now bring the material out from the forest, it takes them time. So, and people from Ministry of Environment, they're always disturbing us. Say the ground we are temporary in this place. So we are begging government to give us support so that they can beautify this place for us because as you can see, we are under the bridge. So under bridge, most of people do not know this place. And in Nigeria, this is the headquarters in Kane Village. So we want government to give us support so that they should beautify this place for us so that more people will know that we are existing here.
When making a basket, which could be really easy, the flexible cut cane are intertwined with precision and joined together with ready-made flat cane. While riding over the bridge, a lot of people are not aware of the massive work going on underneath this bridge. This could turn into a tourist attraction. In recent times, there's been an importation of rubber materials which are known as rattan work, now used to make furniture.
You see, in life developed, before, this scale work, we not even specializing in that. But then people bring catalog on, ask us, can you do this work? We look at the catalog, we look at the size of this thing, then we bring it out and we work on it. Before we know, we specialize on it. So this rubber, this rattan work, we don't do it before this in Nigeria. We only look toward government to give us necessary support to be able to buy the machinery here and there. But later we now find that those things are just very good. Some of our members went out for a company very close, go and learn the job from them.
This rattan one is a foreign chair by the Chinese people. So the Chinese people, then we now try to get access how to do this work. So thank God, our boys, we work the Chinese, they will now pick some technology of the boys, then we do together, and that's why we are doing this work now. So now, the Chinese, they knew that we are doing the same work which they are doing. So we now join everything together, both the cane and the rattan ones. But though we don't have the company that do the produce rattan. So if you need the rattan, then you order for it from China, they bring to us, they will use to do it. But though some of the company now, China company now, they are here in Nigeria now, then we now go there and buy from there, they will use it. All the instruments which they have been using, we got it here, they are in Nigeria here. The machine, other things, get it here.
Although the rattan work may be more expensive, they're easier and faster to make.
Actually, this look more expensive than cane. Before, sometimes when we get to the company where they are selling them, it's very expensive there. You can even get this set of dining chair, which got only 4 chairs and table. You can get it 250,000 naira for the company. But here, within 150, 180, you can buy it here. By the time where we get the material from abroad, it's easier and more faster. But this cane, you know, it's a natural something, does not fail. It takes a process whereby you build the cake on, you tear it, where you build the cake, you carve it, you tear it before you are able to use it to work. But this one now is so big, as the big come now, before you know, you use your machine, started to work easily. But this one, when you are producing a set of share of this one for maybe the cake one, maybe a week or a week and plus. Let's say 2 weeks, you can finish this set of coconut shell or any type of shell. But somebody is doing this plaster work within when they do the framework of everything, within a week, you don't produce the set. It doesn't waste time.
Now it looks like the rattan work are in competition with the cane wood because Nigerians are patronizing the rattan chairs more than the cane chairs.
Both the cane and the rattan move. But actually now, hotels now, If you go to hotels now, you will see all this rattan one everywhere. You see the rattan, you see. But the hotels people, business, the people are doing hotel business. They used to mix together both the rattan and the cane together.
But then it's important that we move the cane industry forward.
What we are doing in this community is how can we move forward, how can make this our industry more developed than before. That's what we are trying to work on and tell people how important of this work is to their life. Is their life whole. So without this business, they cannot sustain their living. Because somebody without no work will not shop. So where you are working is where you are feeding for, and you have to maintain it. So our most important aim is that to secure the price and make this business more important and more to add value to our life.
In homes today, there is usually one cane furniture or a decoration. That would mean sales for the manufacturers.
It depends because sometimes the business shades all time. The time will come, you will make, sometimes you can sell set of share maybe 2 times in a month, or like this rata work now is hot continuously. People normally come and buy every time.
When the work is done, what you see is what you get. The furnitures are left here, come rain, come shine.
Oh, when the rain comes, we know how to guide the cover there with our rubber step-on to cover that so rain will not there. But this one, if rain fall of this rubber work, doesn't have no.
With all of the work done here, a lot of challenges are faced within the cane industry.
If being government look toward this place now, they can have come and make this place as a tourist center for cane craft. It's a cane tourist center for cane. I wish the government invest on it and make gain on it. Now this money, there are people, they are challenging whereby if we produce now, if not for it, we now carry this good out to abroad ourselves and make more money. Oh yeah, everybody is auto but they have forget what they have and what they have. Look at that, cocoa is dying, rubber is dying. I don't know, look at what we are doing with our hand now. They are not care about it. Not that money is not there, money is there, but we are not trying, the government is not trying to look us.
And so the government needs to show up.
I want the government to give us a very good permanent site within the facility, because all our customers, they know that we are here. By taking us to another place, a far place, that means we lose all our customers. Machinery too, because we need machine so that we can able to use machine to do these our products.
Pricing of the furnitures will depend largely on the cost and time spent on production.
Depends how much you spend on it. You don't usually have a fixed price. You get me understand? Don't have a fixed price. Sometimes, the economy is very, very poor now. If you say your shares is 500,000, by the time you know, in 1 or 2 months, nobody will buy from you. So better you bring your price down so that the buyer will come and buy it and come back next time.
And so we try to get a sense of how comfortable these chairs are. Furnitures produced with cane takes time and money. Patronizing these cane weavers will go a long way to improve and develop the industry. What we've gathered from today's show is the fact that there is a lot of money to be made from this village under the Ojota Link Bridge. It's mind-blowing. I have seen firsthand how these men work with precision and craftsmanship. If the government puts in a little effort to encourage these people, provide them with better equipment and machines that they can work with, it would not only make money for the government, but it will also put food on the table of these Nigerians who are striving and thriving and doing their best to survive. That's our stop for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you missed any part of the show, you can check it on our YouTube channel. You can also send your comments to the social media handles showing on your screen. I'm Victoria Ido. Please stay safe.